This episode hits differently. Not because of a big explosion or a shocking exit, but because of what happens behind closed doors. One man, one mistake, and a level of guilt that completely breaks him. This might be one of the darkest Ravi Gulati moments we've ever had, because this time, the danger isn't coming from enemies, it's coming from within. Ravi's world starts to collapse. Everything begins with Nugget being rushed into hospital. For Ravi, that moment alone was unbearable. His son, surgery, no control. You could see it all over his face, panic mixed with fear, and something much heavier underneath. But the real shock didn't come at the hospital. It came later, when Ravi started remembering the night before. Slowly, painfully, the truth came together. He'd been spiked. The truth about Nicola and why she did it. Ravi soon realized Nicola Mitchell was behind it, and for her, this wasn't random, this was revenge. Fans haven't forgotten what Ravi put Harry through last year. Forced into dealing, dragged into a dangerous world, used and discarded. When Ravi cut ties, things didn't get better, they got worse. Uki stepped in, took control, and Harry's situation turned into a nightmare. Chained up, drugged, terrified. Harry escaped with Kojo, but the aftermath was devastating. A fight broke out, Uki lost his life, and to protect his son, Teddy took the blame, a life sentence that shattered what was left of that family. So when Harry returned from rehab, broken and angry, revenge was always going to be part of the story. Nicola just made sure she was the one steering it. The hallucinations and the night that changed everything. After being spiked, Ravi wasn't himself. His mind spiraled fast. That's when Nish appeared. Not real, but real enough. The anger, the trauma, the years of damage all flooded back at once. Ravi lashed out, believing he was fighting his father, but he wasn't. He was hurting Nugget. And that realization, it destroyed him. Baseball bat moment. Ravi on the edge. Once Ravi worked out what had happened, he snapped. Straight to number one. Baseball bat in hand. No thinking, just rage. Nicola and Harry didn't deny spiking him. They owned it. But they were clear about one thing. Nugget was never the target. That line hit Ravi hard, because deep down, he already knew the truth. Priya stepped in just in time. Just as things were about to turn deadly, Priya arrived. Seconds later, and everything would have changed forever. She stopped the attack, took the bat, brought the situation back from the edge, and then she said something Ravi wasn't ready to hear, but needed to. What happened to Nugget wasn't intentional, it wasn't planned, and it wasn't all on him. Those words didn't fix anything, but they cracked the wall around him. The quiet moment that said everything. Priya went back to the hospital to be with Nugget. Avani stayed behind. She asked Ravi a simple question. "Are you okay?" And Ravi couldn't answer, because he wasn't. That silence spoke louder than any argument or outburst. EastEnders didn't dramatize this moment. No big music, no speeches, just Ravi, alone, overwhelmed by guilt. The self-harm scene was raw, uncomfortable, and incredibly real. It wasn't there to shock, it was there to show what guilt can do when it has nowhere to go. Fans noticed that straight away. This wasn't about sympathy, it was about reality. Why this storyline matters. This isn't the usual soap mental health plot. Ravi isn't painted as innocent. He's done awful things. But this storyline shows that consequences don't always come as punishment from others. Sometimes they come from within. It highlights how men bottle everything up, how shame eats away quietly, and how even the strongest characters can collapse without warning. That's why this hits so hard. What happens next? Fan questions. Now the big questions start. Will Ravi finally ask for help? Will Priya push him to face what he's done properly? Could Avani start noticing something's wrong? And the biggest one of all, what happens when Nugget learns the full truth?
Fans are split already. Some believe this is Ravi's redemption arc beginning. Others fear this is only the start of a much darker road. EastEnders didn't just tell a story this week, it held up a mirror. Ravi Gulati isn't asking to be forgiven. He's barely surviving his own thoughts. And sometimes, the most dangerous moment isn't the fight, it's the silence afterwards. If you've watched this episode, let's talk. Do you think Ravi deserves another chance? Or has he gone too far this time?